You know what time it is. You see this? This is my feeler gauge. This is a very precise instrument. And I'm using 60 thousandths because that's the last three feeler gauges that were close in this feeler gauge, and that's why I chose it. No, seriously. Here's what I'm doing. So, I mean, coincidentally, 60 thousandths is what I wanted, but this was going on. So, if you look at the slot in my frame rail, and the bolt goes through the slot, the bearing is going to sit right here, and then I'm going to have this bushing sitting next to the bearing and going through the slot. My idea is, the gap that I'm looking for is for these rails to go on top. So, you know, this is going to work better if I go into the car and show you exactly what I'm going to do, because it's going to involve the floor jack, which is over there, and some other stuff. So let me get this set up and I'll explain it to you. Oh yeah, I got to turn on my lava lamp. I mean, look at that. Don't you want one in your garage? I know you do. Yeah, you should get one. I already see that there's some of those out there already, and I really like looking around. It's really fun looking through the videos and seeing, like Chris especially, there's a lava lamp up there. The camera can just pan around, and if I just catch a glimpse of it, I'll be like, that's my guy. That's one of my boys right there. Or girls, if you're a girl gearhead. That's one of my girls. That's one of my gearheads. How's that? Yeah. Sidetrack. Man, my ADD is so bad today. Oh, look, squirrel. Something. All right. Hola, buenos dias, everybody. So what you're about to notice is, okay, look close. See this here? For me to weld stuff on here, I gotta grind all this smooth. So I gotta do all the sides, plus the inside here. And there's a radius corner on the bottom of this frame. That's sharp. Where I gotta trim it and make it flat and smooth in here. I gotta smooth all this up, and the radius here I gotta take away, so these bushings will slide up and out, and it's real easy. The cool part about these rails, when I put these rails on, they're gonna stick out proud of these slots by, I don't know, a little ways, so they'll give it some structural rigidity on the side so it can't flex, because that's the other thing I'm concerned about. I mean, they're pretty stout. These frames are, what are they, 1/8 inch? A couple 1/8 inch channels put together or something like that. I think I was told yesterday they're just under an 1/8 inch. So yeah, I mean, these bushings go up and down real easy, but right here it's catching on this section here and right here. So I'm gonna flatten the inside of this out and fix this box and clean all this off so I can weld stuff. So I'll get back with you when I'm done with that. How's it? You see that? Right there? You see that gap? That's right. 60 thousandths. 0, 60. Same with that side. But this is what I want to show you. I want you guys to see this. Imagine with me. Play this game with me. We're doing pretend. This is play this pretend. So right now it's going to be on its full travel to the top. Like this is when it would be riding on the top. And this one is going to be 60 thousandths below. So when it drops, it rides on this one. When it's up here in weight, it rides on this one. These are going to stay parallel, of course, to the track and everything else. But that's what you're looking at. So I'm going to split the difference. 60 thousandths is going to be the total gap. So it's just going to ride like that. Where'd I come up with 60 thousandths? Didn't I tell you? I just pulled it out of my head. I was like, that sounds like a pretty good, you know, movement for expansion rate and heat and all that stuff. I figured 60K would keep it from, you know, I mean, there's no way that they're going to expand a total of even 5 thousandths, but you know, I'd like to have some room in there in case, like for some debris or something like that gets in there, I can hose it out and all that stuff, keep it nice and clean. No, I'm not going to put anti-seize on the slide rails for the bearings. I'm not putting anti-seize on this. They are going to get stitched on the bottom and welded into place. What I'm going to do, what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to take the bearings off. My idea is take the bearings off since I can't get anything in here between the sleeve and this slot. I think I'm going to take the bearings off. I'm going to stick my, I have another feeler gauge. I think I'm going to stick like, I'm going to find something that's like 20 or 30 thousandths. So I'm going to go on the bottom of this and the top of this. And when it's at the max, how am I going to do that? I'll probably cheat it towards the top with a distance. So what I don't want to do is I don't want to have a bigger gap here between this bottom rail and the bearing than the sleeve has to this slot. Does that make sense? And right now I have 1/8 of an inch. So I technically have 60 thousandths on both sides of the sleeve before, if it rides in, if the slot's like this and it rides in the middle of the slot, I have 60 thousandths between the sleeve and when it's in the middle. So if I split the difference at 30 thousandths, then I should have more than enough play with like 30 thousandths extra on each side of clearance, which should be enough. Once I get these in here, then I'm probably gonna roll it outside if the weather holds so we can get a picture of the difference between the last picture I took of it on Instagram and this picture of it in the sun or whatever, and we'll see what the differences are. It's I think it's whatever the thickness of this frame is the difference. It's, you know, 3 inches. I guess it's fair, 3-inch drop in the back. So this is stock height, but I'm pretty stoked. So I'm gonna get that stuff all mocked up. I'll bring you back when I show you how to shim each one of these sleeves, and then I'll tack it all in, and then I'll show you what it looks like all tacked in, and then I'll burn it together, and then we'll figure out why I didn't get any shoo-shoo cans to spray this thing. But I'll see you in a little while. Hi. All right then. Let's get a look at this real quick. Hold on, hold please. Yeah, the car's really cool. I gotta move my stool around. All right, so there it is. I gotta get some better welds and clean it up on there, but that's it. Welded on top. Other side, same thing. So let's watch it in action, shall we? Let's get you up there so you can look at it real good. All right, here we go. We've got some debris on there. Here we go. Let's take it back. And that's pretty much it. Oh, why didn't I do the other side? Well, because I only bought, like, for some reason, 2 feet of it, 2.5 feet of it, because I was thinking I only needed 2 6-inch pieces for each side instead of 4. I need 4 feet, so now I gotta go tomorrow and buy some more material to do the other side. But that's what it's gonna look like. And you saw how much easier that thing rolls and moves than the other version of it, the way it was before. Oh man, even with some debris, there's enough room in there. It's actually 60, actually I made it 42 thousandths. Why? Well, because that was the bottom 2 feeler gauges in that package, was a 22 and a 20. Yeah, you know, I mean, we got complete clarity here. I got nothing to hide. I need to take this apart, you know, finish welding it up, all the stuff on the top, weld it up, paint it, clean it, lube it all up. But yeah, that's it. I can't put it on the ground and roll it outside like I wanted to. So you guys are stuck watching this. This is it. I'll snap some pictures of what I've done and throw it on Instagramsters too. So yeah, that's it. Anyway, until tomorrow, then hopefully it'll be all finished. I say that, and you know, it's never gonna happen. I'll see you later.